or from the employees level?
Upper management. Like they're just not going to deal with that
Oh my god. Oh god, that was bad.
Remember when we would spend like entire nights just trying to break into the base?
Like we're doing right now?
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. Like,
Oh yeah.
they've made it harder to get jets out of here.
It's a big
We would
challenge.
just spend entire nights trying to get it.
Yep. Stop, bitch. No, and I think the problem with the Macaroni Grill, there used to be 3 in the state of Louisiana. This was the last one, and it was a satellite store. I mean, the nearest location was Mobile, which is 2 or 3 hours away. And very much left to our own devices. I mean, and even the district manager lived in Florida. He'd only come in like once a month, if that. And he when I worked here before, our district manager lived in the same fucking town. He was in all the time. Oh shit!
Oh!
I died on the jump into the military base. But even when they hired me for, or they're interviewing me for Panera Bread, you know, we were talking about this, and the guy interviewing me says, "Do you blame that restaurant's failure on the district manager to any extent?" I said, "Fuck yeah, I blame it on him." I said, "He's the one that hired the managers that let it fall apart and didn't replace them." I said, "Hell yeah, he bears a big responsibility for it." It's a dumb question.
Maybe that's why Panera didn't call you back.
I didn't say that. Dumb question. Well, they didn't hire me because of my other very direct answer. They just never called me back. I meant what I said, though. The guy that was interviewing was like a 30-year restaurant career, and he was very upset that I didn't have a 30-year restaurant career.
Dude, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah. No, I totally get it, and that's the kind of guy that he was. That, you know, he's looking at my resume, and he says, "If you were me looking at your resume, what would you say?" And I said, "First thing I noticed is a 10-year gap in not working in a restaurant." And he says, "Yeah."
Now, did you say it with the spaces between every single word?
What?
Did you say it like this?
Can you hear me, Billy? Oh my god.
no, you were cutting in and out again.
Am I cutting out right now?
Not right now.
Okay. He asked me, Mike, he said, if I were you, if I were him looking at my resume, what would I think?
Right.
And I said, if I were you looking at that resume, I would say, there's a 10-year gap here where you didn't work. And he said,
Cutting in and out, cutting in and out, cutting in and out, cutting in and out.
Okay, what was the last thing you heard?
You were
Just
saying
tell us
your
what you
answer
said.
was.
Tell us what you said.
He asked me if I were him looking at my resume, what would I think?
Jesus Christ, we know this part. This is the 3rd time. Tell us
Okay.
what you said.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Oh my god.
And then I said the first thing I would notice is a 10-year gap of not working in a restaurant. And
Okay, now you gotta be fucking with us. Jesus Christ.
I'm not. Good night, guys. I said the first thing I would notice is a 10-year gap not working
Yes,
in
you got
restaurants.
that.
Okay. And then he said, And then he says, you've done some cool things and some interesting things, and you've had success. And I said, correct. I said, there's not one thing on my resume that I'm not proud of. And then he says, well, to me, it almost looks like you're a guy who's trying to find himself. And I said, I wouldn't even disagree with that. I said, I took 10 years off to go raise my kids. And now that that's nearly done, I said, I took a year to figure out what I wanted to do, and this is what I'm going to do. I said, it's just who I'm going to do it for at this point. But I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And I don't think he liked that answer because I think it was a little too direct. And that's when I think I don't really care because I wasn't really interested in working for a bakery anyway.
Yeah.
But it was a job, you know, and
Yeah. See, this is the thing that I don't get. Like, I get told at work that I'm too direct.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm very much, you know, I don't hold people's hands. Like, I
Right.
try to give, to me, good customer service is saying, you telling me, hey, here's what I need. I'm like, okay, great. Here's your problem, or here's your solution.
Mhm.
You know, like, or can you do this? Yes, here you go. Or no, I'm sorry, I just can't. It's like that goes outside my purview. You know, here's a suggestion of what you could do otherwise. But that's not what I want. That's what I
Mhm.
can do for you.
Right.
And I've never understood why people don't want that. You know, why people want me to fucking fall all over myself and be like, oh man, how frustrating it must be to live your life, blah blah blah.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't. I've never understood that.
The
And
fluff.
So I work. Yeah, I work in a department with all women, and they're all like, "Oh yeah, how's your day? Blah blah blah, yada yada yada." And I'm just like, "You, don't
Yeah.
do that." I was like, if I called in and you did that to me, I'd be like, "Yeah, my day's great. Can you please fix my problem?"
Mhm. I hear
know,
you.
I don't.
Yep.
And it's not like I'm not, you know, I'm not incapable of empathy. I am,
Mhm,
absolutely. But if you're going to tell me that, like, you know, you guys did this and it's just a massive inconvenience, I'm like, I don't think you understand the definition of massive or inconvenience.
Right. And there's a difference between empathy and corporate bullshit empathy.
Yeah, and that's what I.
I know what
can't
you're saying.
get behind.
Right.
So it got to a point where, you know, they were pretty much leaving me alone about it. They were like, "Oh, it's just his style," and you know,
Right.
it's how it is.
We got to celebrate our differences.
Well, then they pulled me, and I really appreciated that actually, because they were like, "Okay, that's his customer service style. He's providing good customer service in his view," and they understand it because a lot of our clientele is like age 40 to, you know, in a nursing home. So a lot of these people are old dudes that call in, they want what they want, and they want to go.
Right.
They're going to die at any moment. They don't have time. Called into the office the other day because they're like, some of the people at actually she said, we want to foster a good working relationship with our branches, and some of the people at the branches think you come off as kind of
A dick.
rude. And I'm like, really? And they're like, yeah, like, you gotta talk to them a little bit. You gotta be nice, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't feel like I'm being unkind. That's the thing that floors me. Like, I don't understand that. If
Have you heard
want a
this
clean jet,
before?
I'm landing on the beach right now. Yes. Oh.
Say it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard it before. I mean, and I get it. I took the criticism, and I understand it, so I've tried to be nicer, but it just, I don't get it. Like, I don't want to talk to anyone any more than they want to talk to me. Like, we
Right.
don't know each other.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it now. Oh, I made it. I still made it.
That was rough. But yeah, it's just one of those weird things to me. Like, I'm a very nice person. I care about people. I care about their actual problems. If someone calls into me and says, I can't log into my online account, and that's so massively disappointing. I'm thinking about taking all my money and going to another bank. I feel like saying, well, bye. Like,
Right.
like it's like if that's your definition of a massive inconvenience, so much so that you would pull up stakes and go to another bank, blah blah blah, then fine, go. Try to be happy somewhere else. The problem is likely on your end, not ours. You know, if it's a problem that the bank actually caused, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be all over that and be like, man, I get it, that's awful. But if it's just, you know, just a stupid everyday inconvenience, and again, 9 times, I'd say 9.5 times out of 10, when something is fucked up, it's not the bank's fault. It's something that they've done.
Right.
And they want to act like we don't hold a hand that we're that attitude.
That's every business though.
I know it is.
And it's stupid.
I don't. It's so stupid.
Mother. Fuck, okay. Exact same problem just hit. Oh, god damn it. How am I flying
Yeah, I'm
backwards?
done trying to get a jet.
I'm flying backward! Eject! Oh! I blew up. hectic.